Boom, get in. Welcome to On The Bench LFC. This is Liverpool versus Chelsea, the match reaction. Shortly, we will be joined by the call-ins live on this show from Liverpool supporters all around the world. If you want to call into the show, then obviously it's at On The Bench LFC on Skype. That's all you need. It should be free to most of you all around the world as well. But Liverpool just drew 1-1 by a Daniel Sturridge equaliser, which, oh my God, blew me completely on the watch along that I just did. I went nuts. Everyone in the live chat was going nuts. I didn't even get to read the live chat fully because I was going mental. I couldn't hear Connor on the headset because he was probably going mental. I ripped the headset out. Incredible scenes, incredible. What a goal by Daniel Sturridge, everyone. What a absolute amazing goal. Thank you so much to everyone that joined us today, and thank you so much to Daniel Sturridge for, blessing us with that late equaliser. That game today was a frustrating one at that, but we always have belief and we always have hope as Liverpool supporters, don't we? What do we always say? We play until the last second. We play until the last minute. We're Liverpool Football Club. We can do this. And that is exactly what we were saying during that watch-along. That's exactly what we was doing. I could see the frustration throughout the chat. I was getting frustrated. It felt like we was dominating Chelsea yet again in this performance. And it just didn't feel like it was clicking up top. Chances just didn't seem to drop to us. It just wasn't getting in the right place. Missed chances, and I just could feel it bubbling up again. And then Mr. Clinical comes on at the end. Daniel Wiggly Arms, Daniel Sturridge, Mr. Miyagi's protege, Danielson comes on, and wow, when you need someone to be clinical, this beautiful human being that I am literally staring at right now because he is talking right there, puts one in the back of the net like that. Ridiculous. Okay, that is absolutely ridiculous. Mosian says, "Hi Daz, what a damn goal. Fantastic. Maverick, wow. Sturridge, yes. Guys, amazing. I was speechless. We thoroughly deserved a point in that game, at least. And I'm going to say it now, okay, that is a good result for us. And I will take that point away at Stamford Bridge. Before the game, I wanted the 3 points because I'm greedy, because I'm a Liverpool supporter. And again today, I thought we dominated them. Okay, hold off 2 seconds, guys, on the calls. I will be taking the calls any minute. All right, I want to get you Liverpool supporters on here as soon as possible. I definitely, before the game, was going, we can do Chelsea. I thought from the last game, I thought our performance deserved the victory. In this game, again today, I was looking at them and I was thinking, look, Chelsea are a good team, but we could have beat them today. And the one thing that, when that watch-along finished, Connor went to me, if we would have bought on Shaqiri, if we would have bought on Sturridge, Keita probably a bit earlier in this game, I think we would have won that game. I want to get your views straight away on that reaction. Sturridge is a worldie, says Gillian. For him, says we got Man City next in the Prem. For him, yeah, massive game there, massive. Fizzy says we were so much better than them. Vital point. Yeah, massively. That is a very vital point. It's away at Stamford Bridge. If you want to win the Premier League, right, if you want to be a Premier League winning side, when your rivals, and we are looking at Chelsea as a rival for top 4 for the Premier League title this year, no way about it. Liverpool have started this season amazingly. Chelsea have put up the hardest task that we've had yet, and we've played PSG as well, haven't we? Yeah, so they are a top team. You do need to get these points away from home like that, and then when it's at home you beat them. All right, I think Chelsea supporters are going to be, after this game, they are going to be upset about that a lot, and I think we can come away with that with our heads high. And I think the lads need to go away and talk with Jurgen Klopp and just go, okay, where is it not working for us, and improve on it. But again, a vital point away at Stamford Bridge is brilliant stuff. And again, right until the end, Liverpool Football Club, them lads, they worked. They shut down Chelsea's threat, which not a lot of teams will be able to do out there, guys. Not a lot of teams will be able to do that. Eden Hazard today, everyone was talking, yes, he got that goal, but everyone was talking about Eden Hazard's unstoppable. Eden Hazard's the best player in the world. He's the best player in the Premier League. It was all Eden. Today, I watched Joe Gomez, I watched Trent, I watched Van Dijk, I watch the first teams, I watch a midfield, I watch them marshal Eden, I watch them marshal a lot of the players. He scored a goal today because Eden Hazard is a good player, but there was a chance as well. William, super fast player, very, very fast, through on goal. What happened? Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk, you know, with William getting an advantage on 2 centre-backs in the Premier League, with that advantage that he had, and he was running through on goal. How quick did them 2 centre-backs get back there? No doubt in my mind, them 2 are my centre-back partnership now, moving forwards. Yes, you will get rotation. Yes, you will see Lovren come in. Yes, you will see Joel Matip come into the team, because you need to use all your players throughout a year because you're competing in competitions. You need to do that. You need to rest players. But Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk, pace, power. Joe Gomez was making last-ditch challenges. He was getting stuck in, getting involved. He won a ball in the air. He was getting stuck in against Giroud in the air, which everyone's talking about. Giroud's aerial presence. Joe Gomez, everyone was saying he needs to work on being better in the air. Joe Gomez was challenging Giroud in the air. Fantastic display there. You know, there's always stuff that we could say that we can improve on, but I'm looking at positives. And I think today, Robbo down the left, again, another great performance. I would say the negatives that everyone is looking at it seems to be on the attack. But you're looking at Liverpool as a whole and working as a unit and a defensive side of our game. We are so much better this year. So much better. And Chelsea, a very good attacking team with players like Eden Hazard, Willian, you know, Kovacic bursting forwards from midfield. You know, they struggled like hell to break us down today at their ground. Absolutely amazing in that sense, guys. Absolutely amazing. You know, there is always things that we can improve on, guys. Always. And it will be talking points that I'm sure you Liverpool fans, as you ring in, are going to bring up, because I feel the frustrations exactly the same as you guys. But it's a great positive result today. All right. And that was my overall say. We're going to get some discussions going. All right. We're taking a call right here. Hello, my friend. State your name firstly to the live chat so they know who you are, and then what is your views on that result?
Hello, it's Wayne again, it is.
How are you doing, Wayne? It's good to hear you on the channel again. How are you feeling, mate, after that result?
I'm dying. I have no words.
Yeah, so look, if Daniel Sturridge didn't score that goal at the end, I'm pretty sure that the reaction video, I'm pretty sure that my views, I'm pretty sure that the call-ins could have been different, but Daniel Sturridge comes on at the end, scores an absolute worldie, and everyone's gone nuts. What's your overall views on the performance without Sturridge's goal, firstly?
Well, I gotta give praise to Chelsea. Like, they had the perfect game plan to, you know, keep us out and shut us down. I mean, Chelsea's defence was immaculate. I know I'm giving a lot of praise to Chelsea, but everything we tried, you know, kept stopping us. But the way we kept going, it feels so good to get something that we shouldn't have really had. But you can't argue with it. I mean, Sturridge plays against Chelsea twice and scores twice. How can you top that?
He loves it. He absolutely loves it. Mate.
My girlfriend supports Chelsea. She's literally laying next to me. She not very
yeah. So maybe breakfast in bed tomorrow might make up for it. Look, honestly, it was chance after chance for Liverpool, and we talked during the watch along, was saying, you know, Liverpool need to be more clinical, and we definitely do moving forwards in this Premier League. There's no two ways about it. We do need to up our game in that sense. But defensively today, with their skills and their level of players that they've got going forwards, how do you think we did dealing with their attack as well?
A lot well. I'm going to be honest, mate, not too well, because time after time they were finding balls behind us. The man who kept us in that game was Alisson, 100%.
He was mint today, wasn't he? He come up trumps with a couple of fantastic saves.
Okay, but not to say that, like, you're playing against, you play against PSG, you keep a Neymar on your back pocket, but Hazard's just on a whole nother level to Neymar, because we've seen that. Like, we couldn't control Hazard for half the bloody game.
Yeah, I don't like to say it because obviously from that last game when he scored the goals and Jamie Carragher was like, he's the best player in the world and all this stuff. I was like, no, he's not. Like, shut up. Like, but again today, you can tell every time he got the ball, their fans, you know, they got really excited. You could tell that our players were like, okay, here we go, we've got to deal with him again. And at points, there was 3 or 4 of our players that was trying to shut him down. He's an incredible player in that sense, isn't he?
Indeed. I got to say, though, to walk out of there with a point away from home, it's a fantastic feeling. But as we know, the next Premier League game is going to be even bloody harder and so much more important.
Yeah. Look into that game. Mo Salah was subbed off and Shaqiri come on tonight. What do you make of Jurgen Klopp's decision on that? Obviously, Mane wasn't rested in the last game in midweek. So I was thinking that Mane would have been the one that would have come off earlier tonight. But Klopp did actually choose to bring Salah off for Shaqiri first. Do you see any changes, against City, against Napoli with the front three because of what's going on at the moment?
Well, I'd say Salah had a very, very good game. It's just Chelsea's defence just kept him out all the bloody time. There was nothing Salah could do about it. But the change for Shaqiri later on in the game was a great decision because he made an immediate impact as soon as he came on. For Napoli, you got to give Sturridge another start. I mean, he started against PSG and scored the very first goal, and he scored the last 3 games, PSG and Chelsea twice. You've got to play him, haven't you? You've got to play him again.
He's a man in form. He's in form, isn't he? It's again, with Daniel Sturridge, it's like you don't know how available he's going to be and you don't know whether Klopp is still looking at it that he's got this plan and system for him. But if you've got a man that's in form like that and the other players up top, it's not quite clicking for him yet, you are looking at Liverpool fans are calling for Daniel Sturridge to start. He come on today, he scores a goal. Again, absolutely brilliant.
Definitely. But yeah, I mean, between Napoli and Man City, there's like a 3-4 day gap. So it's going to be interesting to see what we bring in. But I reckon we're definitely going to see Keita and Fabinho starting against Napoli, most probably.
Yeah, more rotation for that one. Who's your man of the match today, buddy?
Oh, well, for God's sake. You can either choose Alisson for his world-class save in that game, keeping us in it, or you can just pick the big man Sturridge himself, because who just picks the ball like that and decides, you know what, sod it, I'm just going to have a go, and scores like that? It's like, who does that?
Do you know, before he actually took the shot on, I saw him take the ball and I was like, in my head, I thought to myself, don't take a shot from there. It's going to be a wasted opportunity. And he took the shot on and it went in. And I was like, no, what a goal. I just went mental. I went absolutely mental. Maybe we should start to remember how good he actually is at finishing. I think, it's so easy to forget, isn't it? Because he isn't available all the time or he doesn't play as regularly as what he used to. But it's so good to have him still at the club, because we could have been looking at this situation this season if Daniel Sturridge wasn't here. You're bringing on Origi, Solanke, players like that, which they are good players, but they're not going to really be pulling off finishes like that regularly like Daniel Sturridge would for us, are they?
No. Also, another thing you could notice when Sturridge came on, the Chelsea players properly backed off Sturridge because I reckon they didn't think he'd cause them that many problems again. But they gave him so much space to work his magic. And if you give a man like that space, he's only going to do one thing, and that's score. But overall, the boys had to work today. They really had to put in a shift and keep Chelsea at bay. But a point, fantastic, and we roll on again to the next game. No defeats yet, so, this nightmarish run, you know what, it's not slowing down, but we're getting through it the best we can.
Yeah, I think so. I would have took this, mate, for definite. I would have took what we've got so far on the sheet. It's absolutely brilliant. Look, thank you so much for calling in, mate. I hope that your missus isn't in too bad of a mood for you. And like I say, if she is, maybe a bit of breakfast in bed tomorrow. I might not go and miss.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Take care, buddy. Thank you for calling in. Enjoy the rest of your evening, mate.
You too, mate. Cheers. Bye.
Thank you, mate. Bye, mate. Brilliant calling. Brilliant. It's going absolutely mad straight away. Hello?
Hello, Daz.
Hello, my friend. Obviously, state your name for the live chat as always, and then how are you feeling?
My name is Mohammed, and I'm feeling relieved. You know what? Yeah, this is the first time Chelsea fans are gonna like realize how we feel every time we played him. Do you remember last year when we played him and it was 1-1 at Anfield and he got like that last minute Willian goal?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I was just, yeah, I mean, oh, that feeling, you know, like, yeah, I mean, oh my God, what a second half.
I know. You saw the performance start to rise when Shaqiri come on. All of a sudden, Liverpool switched it on at the end, and when Daniel Sturridge come on as well, I said it on the watch along. I said I would literally, I would go all attack and try and get that goal. And if it means that they beat us 2-0, I would take that. If it meant that we've got a chance of trying to get a draw from this, you know, my views was I get that goal difference does play a big part in the Premier League as well, but I just thought I really want us to try and get back in this at the end, and we actually did manage to do it. Do you think Liverpool thoroughly deserve that point today, mate, or what is your overall views on the game?
To be honest, my view is that we don't deserve a point. Like, we don't deserve anything from that game. Although we did create chances, I'm sorry, you can't just create chances and miss. Salah, Mane, Firmino all looked off today, and Chelsea, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we defended well, but it's just the counter attacks that, you know, killed us. Even Trent and Robertson were pushing up. There was like gaps in the defense, and that's the only way they could get at us. Other than that, it's just I don't really think we deserve anything from that game.
See, I was just going to say, I feel like a point is probably a fair result today, because I felt like we actually managed Chelsea quite well at their ground with the attack that they've got. Yeah, they had moments in the game where Alisson saved us. Yeah, you know, they found spaces in behind, but Chelsea can open up like a lot of teams in the world of football. I think we did really well there. Yeah, you know, we had lots of missed chances, and that's why I think it's probably fair that we did get the point from the game, because when you do keep missing chances like that, it wouldn't have been fair to say come away with the 3 points, and you could have said, all right, it would have been lucky in the end if Liverpool managed to win it 2-1 or something like that. But at the same time, you know, I think coming away with a point each from that one, I don't think Chelsea can look at that game and go, we deserve to win it, because I don't think Chelsea was all over us. I think we hammered them in possession. I think we suffocated them in key areas and stuff like that. But yeah, they had their attacks, we had our attacks. And I think at the end, Sturridge getting that goal, I personally think it's fair. But you know, you said about them finding spaces in behind and that. Was you not impressed with our defence today then? I
wasn't really impressed with Trent. Like, he was, at certain times, he was like confused whether to sit back or go up. And I think that's the worst game I've seen him play for us. Like, defensively, he was all over the place. His crossing was off today. I'm just not impressed with him today. And it's probably because I'm a pessimistic fan, but that's just the way I see it with him today.
Mate, honestly, as I always say on this channel, I listen to everyone's views. I respect everyone's views. That's your view. That's the way you've seen the game today. And I love it. I love getting everyone's views on this channel. That's what we talk about. That's what we do. Who was your man of the match today for Liverpool, my friend?
Alisson. What a difference he makes to our team. Fucking hell. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, if we had Minile or Karius, I mean, it would have been 3-1, honestly. Like,
yeah, he pulled off some fantastic saves today. Every game that he plays, you can see the confidence growing in him. You can see the confidence is probably going to grow in the other players as well, just knowing that he's back there. Wonderful saves. Was there anything that he could have done about the Hazard goal, or was it just too good for you?
I think it was too good for me, because I think I heard the commentator like criticize him for his, like, he said something about him. He could have done something much better. I think it was Glenn Hoddle or whatever his name is. But no, you can't do anything about that goal.
No, for me, do you know what I mean? You see goals like that scored all the time. I think he kept it low. It beat him. I think with the other saves that he made in that game, I thought it was really good, to be honest. I think that goal that Hazard scored, he just took it well.
We've only conceded 3, which is mental, because last season, I think it was like our first 4 games away from home, we conceded 16 goals, and we've conceded. Wait, sorry, 1, 2. So yeah, we've conceded 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 goals away from home.
we've been so much better, mate. So much better. I'm really impressed with how we're doing this year defensively. The goalkeeper is a big part of that now as well. The midfield, the attack, all of them. You know, I think you've got to give a big shout to the coaching staff. I think we're seeing a difference in tactics as well. I think everything just looks a lot more solid this year. So it's better. I can't wait for it to click with the attack as well.
I wouldn't one thing that is worrying me is I wouldn't play both Milner and Wijnaldum in central midfield. So what I'll do is I would play either one of them in the number 6. I don't like seeing them because I don't know. I prefer seeing Keita. Like my ideal midfield would be Keita, Wijnaldum and Milner. So Wijnaldum in the number 6. I don't like seeing them both in the in the number 8.
That's fair enough, mate. That's fair enough. Like I've always said, I don't particularly like it when Milner and Henderson are on a pitch together because I would like to see a more creative player on the pitch at the same time. But that's completely fair, mate. It's, you know, everyone's got their different ways of looking at a match, haven't they? And systems and stuff like that. So yeah, brilliant, mate. Thank you so much for calling to the show today. I hope that you call in again in the future as always, mate. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening as well.
You too, mate.
Thank you so much, mate. Bye-bye. Right, I'm going to read the live chat for a couple of minutes just because I want to make sure that I'm interactive in the live chat at the same time, and then I'll take more call-ins in a second as well because it's going absolutely nuts straight away, but I've turned the volume down. Mickey says, Michael, did you watch the same game as me? Mosian says, me too, was a stressful game to watch. It was fairly stressful, wasn't it? But I've got to take that out of my ear. It's going nuts. Give me a couple of minutes just to bounce off the chat, guys. City hasn't been tested yet. Yeah, we are going to be the ones to test them for sure. Henson Costlin pulled the 3 points. He plays to lose, says Michael Dawson. So I think that's what Mickey is talking to there. Michael Dunn come back into the chat and says, hey Daz, Dan the man does it again. Boom, 1-1. Dan the man indeed did do it again. Zach says, hashtag 15 is back. Yes. Blue Tick says, Klopp needs to get the boys on a training and start practicing shooting outside the box. And since Ox has been gone, we struggled. So once LFC get rid of the clear-cut chances, yes, it's something that we spoke about on a match build-up show last night on the channel, and was saying that it would be good to see Liverpool start to perform, start to take long shots again, start to score goals from midfield, and definitely we saw Daniel Sturridge scored from outside the box today. Fizzy, I think I read in a live chat a bit earlier on this reaction video, was saying, Daz, we was only saying about this last night, and Sturridge scores from outside the box, so they are definitely watching the channel. I'm only joking. But yes, we need to see more of that. It was a great goal. When teams sit back and are defensively strong or part of the bus, sometimes you need to take long shots on. You do need that in your game. Gillian says, DZB, yes, did I bring us luck? DZB, you did. I said it. You come back from work and you was in the live chat and I said, DZB and the Mexican Waves back in the watch along will bring us luck. And oh my God, we ended up getting a point from the game. So I said it, you will bring us luck, and you did, didn't you? Gillian says, DZB, yes. What else have we got? Okay, guys, chill out. Yeah, stay chill, guys. It's fine. Michael says, watch the first few games of the Premier League when Henson was nowhere near the starting 11 LFC. Won with ease. Henson gets taken off, and look what happens. They play a different side with impact. Remember, everyone that's in the live chat, just remember, everyone's got their own views. Try not to fall out of each other. We're all Liverpool supporters. You all want the best for Liverpool, and it's about having a debate with people, not falling out with them, if that makes sense. If you don't like what other people have to say and their views on certain things, then you don't really have to speak to them, do you? This channel's about just having a debate over stuff like that. Isaac says, that was an absolute banger. It was indeed. Right, I'll get my headset back up. I can still hear the calls are flooding in. Goal of the season already, says Junior. Oh my God, it was so good. Forehead says, hi to you, my friend. MS says, I want Julian's number. Right, here we go. Next call in. Hello, my friend. Obviously, state your name as always to the live chat, and what's your views on the game?
It's Mohammed from Kenya.
Hello, Mohammed. How are you doing tonight, mate? What is your views on today's game?
I was so angry in the first 18 minutes, I think. We could have won both games last week and this week.
Yeah.
We missed a lot of chances. Last week it was the Sturridge, and this week Shaqiri. But yeah, at the end, wow. What a goal.
If Daniel Sturridge wouldn't have scored that goal, I think everyone would have been like, really not too happy with the missed chances. But I think Sturridge, I think the other players up top probably can give him a little bit of a pat on the back when they get in the changing rooms and say thank you, because we needed someone to be clinical in this game. He comes on and he does just that, doesn't he? What was your views on, obviously, us defensively? Because for me, I think we did a great job against a really potent team. They've got a great attack. You know, Eden Hazard, for instance, we saw what he can do in midweek against Liverpool. He scored today, but he didn't do what he can do against teams against us. How do you think we did defensively, personally, mate?
Chelsea are the best team we played so far. The counter-attack is very good. And it was something new. I think if we could have played Chelsea after the next 3 games, it could have been fine. But they just caught us off guard. Plus, we changed last week and this week, so they weren't very fresh. Plus, Mane was tired. But the defense was not bad. Not at the best, but not bad too. Van Dijk and Gomez was so good.
Yeah,
but it was the counter-attack from Chelsea. Wow, they're the best team we played so far, I think.
Yeah, they really put us under pressure at spells in the game. They are deadly on the attack. Like you say, their counter-attack is really quick and they can pass that ball so fast at times, can't they? Junior says, fist bump from Daz. There you go, mate. Boom, fist bump to you. So I've seen a couple of people in the live chat and on the call-in say about right back Trent today was his worst game, worst performances. What's your view on that one, mate? Do you think it was his worst performance? Was you happy with his performance? I thought he was all right personally, but I didn't identify him to watch all game.
I didn't see much, but yeah, he's good. He's good. Not his worst game, but he was sick last week, so he just came back from the illness, and he wasn't fresh off to start. But he didn't do bad, so it was good.
Yeah, definitely. Who was your man of the match, my friend?
The goalkeeper, Sturridge, and I think it's the goalkeeper. He kept us in the game. He could have done better, some say, the first goal, but I don't think that he actually saved like 2 goals if you count it like that. So yeah, it's the goalkeeper, Alisson.
Yeah,
he was our man of the match. Yeah,
brilliant, mate, absolutely brilliant. And to round it off, a point at Stamford Bridge. Is it a good result in your eyes? What's your overall views on that?
As I say, we could have got all the 3 points if we could have played well. Salah was off, Mane was tired, Firmino was okay, but we could have done better. I think we were missing a Chamberlain from last season, but yeah, a point is better than nothing. So yeah, definitely keep in touch. Next week it's Man City, so if we beat Man City, then it's the point is so much. I can count the point like a win.
Yeah, definitely.
If City next week, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I really agree. Look, thank you so much for calling to the show again tonight. Hope that you call in again in the future. I always appreciate you calling into the show, mate. And yeah, like you say, that point could be massive. We got City next. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, mate.
Yes, same to you, guys.
Take care, mate. I'll speak to you soon, hopefully.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks, mate. Bye. Right, next caller. Hello, Angry.
That was a tense game, wasn't it?
It was a tense game, mate. It was a tense game.
Well, so much for my clean sheet, eh?
Yeah.
No, well, what I mean.
Coming into the day, that only scored 1 goal against us. I know people have said that they're not happy with our performance defensively, but they did only score 1 goal against us. It is at Stamford Bridge, and Hazard did look like he's actually on fire at the moment. So I was happy defensively with us. What's your views on that? Angry. Hey, Angry. We lost him. We lost him. We got another call. Fry, mate, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, buddy. How are you doing today? What's your views on that result?
Great result. Great result. If you had told me that we were gonna get a point out of that game, I'd have knocked you upside the head.
I would have took it. Like the point.
We played. I mean, besides Trent getting caught up in that, I just want to address some things. Like Trent got caught up in that move. Obviously he probably shouldn't have gone in for that ball, but those things happen, and I honestly don't think Trent had a bad game. But overall, like I've been saying before, we've got a quality bench. A guy comes off the bench and wins us the game. We've gone through 2 games where a guy comes off the bench and wins us a game. I can't remember the last time. I think Adam Lallana did that for us, like when we were playing Norwich or somebody a couple of years ago. And, so the quality we have on the bench is something we can trust in. And I'm excited. We can take this point, and next week we're going to Man City, who can't defend to save their own lives. So I'm excited.
Yeah, that point could end up being such a massive point for us if we wouldn't have got a point today and we go to City, everyone would have been going, I don't know, a point doesn't seem like a lot, but it can be a lot, can't it, mate, in the long run?
Yeah, a point is a lot. A point is a lot because we're in a tight race here. And I was telling some of my friends, I was like, I'm not really worried about Manchester City. I'm really worried about Chelsea. Yeah. They can defend and they can score, Man City, yes, they're the champions. They did it last year. I don't think they can do it this year because they can be exposed defensively as Lyon did to them. So I will add, though, I feel like we are missing like that number 10, that Coutinho type player. And I feel like if we get into January and we're still like a point or 2 points ahead or behind the number 1 spot, we probably need to go into the market.
Yeah, I agree. I think the moment Shaqiri come on tonight, he wasn't playing that role, but I felt like he was picking up them areas and playing like that sort of a player. He feels like that type of player that we've lacked for a while since Coutinho left. He looks to want to play make, whereas I think Salah, when he's on the pitch, or Mane, they're looking to score the goals. I don't think they're always looking to create, are they?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. And I remember when we had, I really miss the Ox, because he used to create for those front 3. He used to open up those lanes for them and put in that through pass for them. And then he also had defenders had to be aware of these outside of the box shot. And we just don't have that person that's got that outside of the box shot that can, maneuver within the center of the pitch. And I think Klopp is seeing that, and I think we need to address that soon.
Yeah, no, I agree, mate. I fully agree. Daniel Sturridge's goal. Oh my God, what an absolute screamer it was!
Wow. When it went in, those commercials where they're going up slow motion, that's what everything went for me, was like in slow motion, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, tell us all, describe this scene. You're sitting there, you're watching the game. What exactly happened? What did you do? How did you react? Tell us.
Oh, man. I couldn't say anything. Like, everybody else around me was shouting, and I was just looking like, can we rewind that again just to see if it's real? Because I was like, there's no way. There's no way that out from that area that he kicked that ball and it went over a world-class keeper and ended and thumped into the net. I was just like, wow. It reminds me of Jordan Henderson's goal 2 years ago against Chelsea. That's just how sick it was, And then for him to do it like twice this week, to score some wonder goals twice this week, is just I'm excited about Daniel Sturridge. I'm really excited. I'm so happy he's doing this. I hope we can maintain this. And those are the kind of players we need on our bench.
Yeah, definitely. He's a man on form for definite. Who's your man of the match in this game?
Oh, I'm with everybody. Allison kept us in the game. You know, when we bought Allison, you know, I was really excited. And it was more of an excitement of let's just get rid of the current goalkeeper because I'll have a heart attack every time I see him in goal. You know, I got to watch some videos of Allison, and I was like, okay, this guy, you know, he's a bit cheeky, you know. But for him to stay, you know, he was so alert to every movement in his box. He just got unlucky with that Hazard goal. You know, he had to protect his near post. So, you know, he took he took the right position, but he had to take a position where he protected the near post and still could stretch out and touch that ball. So I wouldn't be too hard on him on that one. You know, he did his best. I still think like Joe Gomez probably could have slid in and tried to stop that, but you know, it's water under a bridge at this point.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I agree with you fully. So Alisson was your man of the match. A lot of people talking about Mo Salah and him throughout the game. Mane wasn't at it. I don't think any of the front three was at it, but Jurgen Klopp chose to bring off Salah to bring Shaqiri on, and I think that was actually, considering Mane was the one that wasn't rested against Chelsea in the last game. Do you think that's something that we should be looking at there? Do you think Klopp identified that Salah is the one that maybe isn't performing the most at the moment out of the front three?
I just don't think, you know, I look at Mo Salah right now as honey and all the bees are on him. You know, I mean, he just can't breathe and he needs to find a way. And none of his friends, like none of his partners are putting off the pressure on him. Last year, the defenders had to worry about Firmino. They had to worry about Mane. And it just seems like every time he touches the ball, he's got 3 defenders on him. Yeah. So, he needs these other teammates to kind of take the pressure off him, so he can operate the way he operates with those 1v1 situations. So I'm fine. I'm fine with Mo Salah. I think we just need to keep oiling this machine until we get to where we were last year. I think we just have a bit of a hangover from last year.
Yeah, no, brilliant, mate. I think he was absolutely fantastic with what you said there. You know, Fizzy saying he thinks that it was more tactical as well in the live chat. So it could well be that. And I'm thinking that, you know, hopefully everything's all cushy. Hopefully Salah's all right as well there. And it should be all right, mate. I'm happy as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. I'm sure the manager is obviously talking to him. It's just, I think also it's starting to get to him mentally. And I just hope he needs these games like Napoli and the games after Man City to kind of get his, you know, mojo back on. But I'm excited for Man City next week. I mean, it reminds me of playing PSG again. So
yeah, bring them on. That's the next big one now, isn't it? Get them done as well. And beautiful. That'd be what a start to the season, mate. Really would be a great start.
Yeah, one loss. How many games have we played? Like 8, 9?
That will, against City will be the 8th in the league. This was our 7th in the league, wouldn't it? So it'd be a great start. You know, would you take a point against City?
I will not take a loss against City. I won't be excited about a loss. I think we're a better team overall against City. We've proved it. Virgil van Dijk, oh my gosh, you know. I mean, obviously Alisson kept us in the game, but that guy is, you know, he's just that unsung hero. He makes everybody around him look great. So I think we have the defense now to control City's attacking, and we have the attack to really marauder against their really poor defense.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Thank you so much for calling into the show again tonight, mate. I hope you continue to call into shows in the future. I love getting you on, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, mate.
Thank you. Have a good night, Des.
And you, my friend. Thank you. Take care.
See.
Alright, guys. I'm going to read the live chat for a couple of minutes. Let me bounce off what's going on in the live chat, and then, you know, I'll take another couple of call-ins again. Dazzy, do you think Man U should worry about relegation? Yeah, I think they're going down there, aren't they? It was a great result today, seeing them losing. Obviously, we drew, but we drew to Chelsea. So, yeah, it's always funny, isn't it? Junior says, great caller. Yeah, Fry's brilliant. I love all the callings. All the callings are fantastic. Every caller is a Liverpool supporter that's got their say. You might not always agree with what they have to say, but it's adding to the discussion, is what I always say. And it makes for a good watch, a good listen, and the debates. DZB, Mexican Wave is coming back round to me. Back to you in the live chat, everyone. Yes, so just remember that one. You know, they might not have the same views as you, but they're still a Liverpool supporter that they all want the same as you. We all want Liverpool to win and achieve things, but big last 10 minutes, and we got there big. Teflon, 100%. 100%. It was a huge last 10 minutes. It was massive. We upped the pressure. We got at Chelsea, which are very strong defensively, and it come from a huge goal from Daniel Sturridge. We needed him to do that, and he did do it. He come up big, didn't he? Mr. Banana says, do you think Klopp got it wrong not starting Naby? I think it's very difficult to say, Mr. Banana. I think it's a great question and very good talking point for definite. I don't think you will ever know, because if Naby started, people was talking about the last game, Naby got caught in the Hazard situation, and if Naby started this one, you don't know, do you? Because he didn't. So it's very difficult. But at the end of the game, you know, Connor said to me once the live stream ended, the watch along ended, Connor turned around and said, if Naby, Shaqiri and Sturridge come on a bit earlier, he thinks personally that we would have won that game. So everyone obviously having their views there. The Angry says, still taking call-ins, Daz. Yeah, 2 minutes, mate. I'm just making sure that I'm reading the live chat a bit more as well, because not everyone wants to call into a show. They want to talk in a live chat as well. So I'm trying to read out them in between. Man City back on top, says Monis. Not for long. Not for long. Red says, nah, we need to introduce Naby slowly. Yeah, you know, he's still, it's a new environment for him, new team. Teflon says, Naby will get there. We will have the Ox and the Ram. Jamie says, I had to pick out my lucky hat for the last 5 minutes again. Same as last time we got the late goal. Jamie, wear your lucky hat from the beginning, please. Wear it from the beginning of the games. Oh, God. Well, I'm glad that you actually put it on at the end, because it allowed us to get the draw. But on a serious note, Jamie, have you ever thought about wearing it all the way through the game? Darren says Hendo won't be starting when Naby finds his feet, same as Fab. Yeah, Darren, you know, a lot of people, when they was asked who their starting 11 would be this season, it was Naby, Fabinho, and Fekir was the other name that everyone was putting in there, because we all thought we was getting Fekir, didn't we? Giovanni says, great game against a strong team. I agree, they're very strong. It's a point away from home. Before the game, I wanted a victory, because I'm greedy, because I'm a Liverpool supporter. I wanted us to break that Premier League record of 7 straight wins at the beginning of the season. We couldn't do it, but we got a point away from home against, I'd say that they're as strong as us and City this year to challenge for the title. They're a really good team. And it looks like Eden Hazard is a definite man on form right now. He's having a purple patch, isn't he? This Fab has a longer wait, though. Fabinho, yeah. When Mane finds his mojo, he can be the lion, says Teflon. Indeed he can. Indeed he can. Fabinho / Hendo will rotate over time. Hendo isn't taking Naby's position, says Junior. Darren says, love you, bro. This is the place for LFC. Darren, thank you so much. I love you too, mate. Fist pump to you, buddy. I hope you've had a fantastic day today, Darren. That result, you know, it was a frustrating game to watch, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? It was throughout the game, but we kept the hope. As Liverpool supporters, you always say that. We played to the last second. As Liverpool fans, you could be 2-3-0 down. We're Liverpool supporters. We know that we back our team. We say, come on, we keep going. Even when you feel disheartened, you go, come on, we keep going. The Liverpool supporters in that stadium at Stamford Bridge were out singing the Chelsea supporters. You could hear the LA. You could hear them keep going. The players kept pushing. The players kept pushing. They kept pushing. Daniel Sturridge come on and scores a wonder goal, but massive praise to those players that worked hard, worked tirelessly to try and get that goal at the end. They did it. They got us the point. It was unlucky that we didn't get the 3 points today, but as we always said, you know, a lot of people were saying they would have took a point before the game. Big point it could be as well at the end of the league. So hopefully it is. Gary says, Dazzy, you're a legend. Gary, mate, you're a legend. You all are. Massive thank you and a big shout out to all you Reds from around the world. Honestly, take a moment to really think about how many of you guys that are on this channel, Liverpool supporters, and on the Facebook group and on everything else, you're all massive. This channel and everything is growing, but it's a massive family, and you guys, I've got so much respect for all of you. You're really, it's great to see you guys talking in the live chat to each other, and you join me all the time. You give me your time. Honestly, I love every single one of you. You know, the respect that I have for you is huge. So yeah, massive shout out to all of you guys. Honestly, I love every single one of you. Stephen says Studge is a legend too. Stephen. Studge is the biggest legend of them all. If there's one person that we should be sending all the love to today, it's got to be Daniel Sturridge, hasn't it? Hey. Dan the man, Mr. Wiggly Arms, Mr. Miyagi's protege, Daniel's son. Yeah, what a legend he is. DZB, to you, Daz. Mexican Wave, it's back at you. Right, next call in, guys. Come on. Maverick says, it's a shame there's not an alternative for Keir with better knees. Yeah, exactly. Could it be Shaqiri, Maverick? Could it be Shaqiri? Let's take this. Here we go. Hello, Mickey, my friend.
Could it be Shaqiri, Maverick?
All right, how are you?
I'm actually in really good spirits, mate, because Daniel Sturridge with a wonder goal like that, how can you not be? You're right, my friend. Go on. I'm in good spirits. How are you doing?
Fantastic.
Lovely. You said you would take a point before this game, didn't you?
Listen, they robbed us on Wednesday, and I think we've just robbed them, so revenge is sweet.
Yes, I love it. Do you think they're going to be more hurt by that result today than what we are by the cup?
They are hurt by it. You just need to look around and look at their interviews after. Our lads were buoyant today with like heads down.
Yeah. Go on, mate. Go on.
Do you know, looking at that game today, I've got a feeling perhaps not buying for Keir was a mistake, because I think he could have made a difference today.
Having that creative flair in midfield, driving at them, playing in between the lines.
We needed like a Coutinho player. Like you said, we haven't got that. The midfielders tend to try and pass it to the front three, and it wasn't working. So we needed to do something else today. And there he was. I did say at half-time tonight, why don't we just bring Daniel Sturridge on, because he's in great form, and look what he does.
Yeah, you were spot on, mate. Absolutely spot on. The one thing that I noticed today that it wasn't working, and like you say, trying to pass it to the midfield, to the front three. Trent, he's very good at passing that ball in field to like Mo Salah or to Bobby. And he's very direct, and it's great, but on a day like today when, you know, Bobby, Mane and Salah, all three of them, their first touch, you know, their touch wasn't there today. It just didn't come off. But Trent was delivering that ball in there. If maybe you had a Shaqiri on the pitch, if you had a Fekir or whatever, you had someone along them lines, a playmaker in there, the ball goes into them first. It allows then your front three a bit more movement. I would have liked to have seen a bit more movement up top, mate. Did you see that yourself? There was a little bit static up top today.
Well, to be honest, we hardly seen Bobby Firmino. Let's all be honest. He's a great player and we all love him. But today, he was the poorest player on the pitch. You know, everyone's like having a go at Henderson, but Henderson played a lot better than Bobby, Salah and Mane. So he wasn't the worst player on the pitch. The worst three players in the pitch were them three, and Bobby was the worst out of the three. Yeah.
Who's your man of the match today?
Well, I did say in the chat, the bench is the man of the match, but my man of the match today is Gini Wijnaldum.
I love that. The bench is the man of the match. That's brilliant. So Gini for you as your man of the match.
Yeah.
I think it was Gini or Alisson for me. Both of them.
Yeah,
really good.
It was close. Alisson did, you know, to be honest, I think I'm being ultra critical now, but I think he should have saved that goal from
Hazard's goal?
Yeah, I think he just, to me, that's a simple dive to the side. He didn't. He only went down to the floor. He didn't actually dive, did he? So if he'd have dived, he'd have saved it. So, but I'm being ultra critical there. But he was great in the rest of the game, so I can't really blame him for that one.
Yeah.
I just feel now, you know, you were saying we don't score from outside the box. Is the mission to get it into the front three all the time? You know, I seem to think that's all we're doing. But when they're not performing, we've got to come up with something new. And I just think we just lacked a bit of cluelessness on, God, if these our guys ain't playing, what do we do? And nobody was sort of taking it on from midfield. And you've seen when Shaqiri come on and you've seen Naby Keita come on, something changed a little bit from that. But it still wasn't that great. Even though they come on, the person that changed the game was Sturridge. It weren't any of the midfield that changed. It was Sturridge coming on that would change the game.
Yeah. Well, we said it before the game and at half time. I said to you, if Chelsea think that they can just give the ball to Hazard and he does it all, then that will play into our hands. But if what you're saying is right, that Liverpool are looking at just give it to one of the front three and hope that they can do it all, and that will pan out, then that's going to play into other teams' hands, isn't it? Because it doesn't always work. It worked last season. If it's not working this year, then we are going to be looking. You do need your midfield to help as well. Goals from midfield. As you said, Shaqiri come on, Keita come on, Sturridge come on. It changed the game. Do you think the substitute should have come on quicker for you?
I did say earlier that he normally doesn't do until late. You know, I wanted Sturridge on far earlier. Yeah. I think if they'd made them changes earlier, we may have nicked it 2-1.
Yeah. Well, Connor said exactly the same. He said if a change come on earlier, he thinks we would have won it. So
yeah, but then again, Naby Keita today did all the lovely turns, pressing. He was driving forward, get outside the box, the same as the others. Really poor balls to other people or a really poor shot. He's got the same problem the others have got. I just don't know what's going on. Last season, when we were getting into the box, we looked the world's best team, and at the back, we looked the world's worst team. We sort of swapped it over. I don't know what's gone on.
Yeah,
I don't know what's gone on. I know teams are marking us more, but to be honest, we're being ultra critical. It's a great result. I did say yesterday, 1-1 is not a bad result at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah,
and they are one of the best sides in the league. They will challenge for the title. They will not lose many games.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Blue Tick Gaming in the live chat says, question to the caller, how did you think Trent did versus Hazard? Do you think Chelsea plan was to target Trent?
To be honest, Trent did his game. He was okay. He had a game plan. I don't think he was at fault for Hazard's goal. At the end of the day, Hazard was that's just Hazard, in it. You know what I mean? He's a world-class player and he will score goals like that. Yeah. You can't really blame the defence for that. At the end of the day, like I said, I was ultra critical. I think Alisson should have done better with it, but he didn't. He went in. But to be honest, we had all the possession. We dominated the midfield. We dominated our back line. They just looked more dangerous up front than we did. Every time it's on the break, that could have been a goal every time. Every time we hit them on the break, it was like, oh, where's this going? What's going on here? Yeah. Now, I don't know whether it's because we support Liverpool and we're watching it. I don't know whether the Chelsea fans, but honestly, they look far more suited up front than we did. They made the right passes to the right player to create the chance, if you know what I mean, where we made the wrong pass every time. And I don't know whether there's something gone on there or whether Chelsea just played. I don't believe David Luiz is one of the best defenders in the world, but Liverpool front three made him look like the best defender in the world today. So that's how bad it was up front.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like it was going to ever go across the line for us today. It didn't feel like that.
Even when Shaqiri got in, you know what I mean? The wrong decision again. He should have hit it straight or whatever, but he tried to curl it.
It definitely feel like one of them days.
You know, I mean, I still think the worst one was Mane when he tried the overhead kick, when it simply was play it off to Milner and Milner's in.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Last season, Mane would have found Milner. I've watched Liverpool for years. I've watched Mane for years. I don't know what's going on. Is it he's got to outscore Salah? I don't know what's going on.
Do you think it's a tactical thing? Do you think they've been working so much on the defensive side of their game in pre-season that it's not clicking for him up top at the moment because there's too much defensive training going on.
Well, do you know? Yeah, it probably is that. But what do you know? What I think we should do? I think we should do what we did last season. Go all out, first out, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, as we normally do. Smash these teams, loads of goals, and then play like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably what Klopp did have in mind with getting better defensively. But he's trying to get the middle ground, maybe, isn't it?
Yeah, but I just think, you know, their fullbacks didn't bomb forward a lot. So normally I watch Chelsea, their fullbacks are always bombing forward.
Yeah. They
must have watched that Spurs game and seen us break Spurs apart because their fullbacks did the same, yeah?
Yeah.
You watch today, they didn't go forward a lot. They stayed back.
Yeah.
And we found that a problem.
Yeah, well, we definitely did, and like you say, I see in the chat as well. Mo Heeson saying, "Listen, it's easy to criticise our players, but at the same time, keep in mind Chelsea were excellent in keeping us at bay today. Defensively, they were quite solid, wasn't they, at the back?"
Fantastic. Do you know what Chelsea did better than us? Passing.
Yeah, they moved the ball so much quicker than what we did.
I think some of them had like 98% pass completion. That's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But fair play to them. They are a good side. They've done us at Anfield, but at Anfield it was like a completely different game. We dominated that game, missed chances. If we need to sort this missing chances thing, I've watched it now. I've watched Liverpool live a few times. The first game of the season, we didn't miss the chances and we won 4-0, and we could easily have won 8-0 that against West Ham. Yeah. Then we did a great performance away at Crystal Palace, 2 goals. But then we started missing chance after chance. I mean, the Spurs game was a bit tight towards the end. You know what I mean? It should have been 5-0 by half time. We've got to get these chances and got to start converting them. Yeah. And if we don't, the pressure will pile on the front three.
I definitely think as well, when you're playing against, we've got City next. You're playing against City. I think they're going to score a couple of goals because they're very good on the attack. You need to make sure you're putting it. You need to make sure you're clinical and getting a couple of goals at least yourself in that game.
Well, there's now a call to play Sturridge above one of the front three, in my opinion.
Well, he's a man on form. If his body can handle it, then you put him in there, surely.
He's looking fit to me.
Yeah.
He's looking like the Daniel Sturridge of 2014, which is a phenomenal player.
Well, I see everyone in the live chat earlier was going, I'm falling in love with him again. You know, Gillian saying the difference, what the caller is saying, we are joint top and we're missing chances. It says everything. Yeah. Definitely top it.
Well, you see, the problem we've got is Man City are putting everything away, and that's why they're top. They've got like 8 goals on us now, is it?
I haven't looked at the table.
I think they've got 8 more goals than we have.
Right.
So next Saturday, forget Napoli on Tuesday. Play a weekend side against Napoli. I still think we'll win. Yeah. Honestly, next Saturday we have got to get this right. We cannot. Unlike today's away at Stamford Bridge. It's a different kettle of fish. We are at Anfield. We got 3 points against them last season. We cannot afford to give them a 3-point lead this early in the season. I wouldn't even settle for a draw next week. It's at Anfield. Let's get the crowd behind them. Let's get this ball. Let's get this roll attacking. Play Sturridge and drop Firmino. Honestly, he was non-existent today.
Yeah.
And people love him. I love him. I think he's great. But he was non-existent today. We don't need... If Sturridge is the man on form in the net, he's the man that plays up front.
Yeah, no, I agree with that one. Lastly, to round off your call, mate, do you think Bobby, could it be anything whatsoever to do with his eye?
No.
Nothing?
No.
You think it's just his form?
Yeah. He sort of looked like he was getting back into form, but he's sort of gone backwards a bit. I mean, he come on Wednesday, and I don't remember. We all seen him come on, clapped him, and then he did nothing else in the rest of the game. Do you know what I mean? It was just like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And he sort of carried on where that left off. And I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, you know, what's going on with him? I know form is only temporary, but always last season, there was always one of them in form. And it just looks like all three of them are out of form. So, as I said earlier, a kick up the backside is needed and obviously change him around a bit. Shaqiri has played that well. He deserves to play in the side. Sturridge has played that well. He deserves to play in the side. This is where Klopp has to be more ruthless.
Yeah.
And that's probably the only criticism of Klopp is he's not ruthless enough sometimes. He's too like proud. He loves his players. But sometimes to get this thing rolling, trust me, this will be better for the front three than just keep playing them and struggling.
Yeah, no, brilliant points, mate. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Mickey, obviously, as you said, you think personally if the subs come a bit quicker as well, could have been, a victory for us tonight. So overall, you were happy because you would have took a draw beforehand, but you're saying we've got to do better, got to be more clinical and beat City for definite next week is what you're saying, isn't it, mate?
Oh, I'm happy. We're joint top. I don't look at us as second on goal difference. We're joint top. I'm still happy. I'm still glad. This is not going to be a negative, but I'm looking at the last two games and we've been wasteful in front of goal and it can't carry on. That's 2 games in a row now, been wasteful in front of goal against a good side. And what you're saying is you get punished against good sides, and we got punished on Wednesday and we nearly got punished today. We got out of jail from a wonderful goal from Sturridge, which, to be honest, I was the same as what you said. I said, don't shoot from there, you idiots. Guess what?
I know. I did. Honestly, it went through my head.
I had to look and go, has that gone in? Oh my God, it's gone in.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I swear it went through my head. I was like, please do not take a shot from here. And he did. And it went in. I was like, has that just gone in? I was like, what an absolute beauty. Amazing. Oh, look, thank you so much, Mickey, for calling in. Hopefully speak to you shortly, buddy.
Yeah, cheers. Chin up, everybody. It's like a good result at the end of the day. And I think we're being ultra critical, but I think we're just frustrated with the front three, aren't we? I think that's all it is.
Yeah, it was one of those days, mate. One of those days, but Sturridge to the rescue, wasn't it?
Yeah, you'll never walk alone, will everybody?
Yeah, you'll never walk alone to you as well, mate. Speak to you soon, mate. You take care.
Cheers.
Straight away, call him. Here we go. Angry, are you back?
I am back, bro. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. The Angry Scouser, ladies and gentlemen. Your views, my friend. Your views. Angry?
No.
Angry, are you there, mate? He's gone. He's gone again. I don't know what's going. Angry, mate. I really don't know what's going on with your connection tonight. I hope that we can get that sorted at some point because he's one of the main call-ins. Fizzy, my brother.
Hi, Daz. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm happy with that result in the end because it was a frustrating game, like we say, but we did come away with a point thanks to Dan the Man Sturridge. How are you?
Yeah, I was buzzing after he scored. I haven't celebrated like that in ages because it's just Daniel Sturridge. I think with Sturridge, it's just I think Liverpool fans in general, when he scores, it's extra special. But we deserve the point really. We played well enough to even win the game. We just wasn't clinical enough. But buzzing with the point in the end and Sturridge's goal. Yeah,
that's same here, mate. So you say we played well enough to get to win the game even. Defensively, mate, because I think that we did well defensively against Chelsea. I haven't watched the replays back. Some people that are in the live chat that are saying that we didn't. They might have watched clips back, might have watched analysis, which I haven't done all that. I'm just going off what I saw at the time. I thought we did really well to keep them at bay today. Yes, they had chances. Yes, Alisson had to come to the rescue in some of them, but they're bloody good on the attack, aren't they? What's your overall view on it, mate? Defensively?
Yeah, I think defensively we were superb today. I didn't think we did anything wrong. I think what we did wrong, I think we didn't know when to press, especially our fullbacks. Because when you look at the first goal, Trent was always at the halfway line trying to chase a ball, close down. I think Kovacic, he shouldn't be doing that. It should be either Milner, Henderson, or Wijnaldum who should be closing down the midfield, not a fullback. So he got dragged all the way into midfield, and that leaves a clear gap at the back where his position was. And it was just one straight pass, and Hazard was through. So I feel like that was a mistake, but I feel like it is inexperience from Trent. He will learn from that. He was just too far ahead pressing. But I think defensively, we were great. I think Joe Gomez and Van Dijk again, superb. Alisson was immense. You know, he's so good off the line, coming off the line, being so alert and reacting to everything. He's just amazing. He gives confidence to our defenders. But yeah, I think it was a mistake by Trent, but he will learn from it. I'm not going to be too harsh on him. Yeah, but other than that, I think we were great defensively.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that you've said that as well, because it's always good to get everyone's views, and I always take on board what the other callers said and the people in the live chat as well, because I respect everyone's views, as I always say. Everyone looks at games differently, but I was just looking at, again, that triangle, which now I'm going to start calling it the Bermuda Triangle. Gomez, Virgil van Dijk and Alisson. If the ball goes in between that three in that triangle, you're not going to get it back. All right, that is their zone. Willian got a head start on Gomez and Virgil today. How quick was them two boys at recovering that ball, mate?
They were very quick, and I think they complement each other really, really well. I think there was an instance in the first half where I think Hazard was trying to get through on goal, but I think both of them came. So Van Dijk intercepted, and then Gomez took it off him, and they complement each other really well. And that's because they're both quick and they've got that pace. And if one of them was slower, I don't think they would work as well. But because they're so good on the ball and they're so quick, they complement each other really, really well. And that's why they are our number one partnership.
Yeah, I agree. Who's your man of the match for this one?
Oh, man of the match. I think I'll give it to Alisson or Gomez. I think Alisson because when he was called upon, he made some vital saves. But I think I'd give it to Gomez. I think today was a massive game, another test from him. And people tend to forget he's only played centre-back this season. Last season, he didn't play centre-back, or the seasons before that. So it's a relatively kind of new role to him, although I know he's a centre-back by trade. But for Liverpool, he's mostly played full-back. So to come in today, another test up against Hazard and Willian and Giroud, he handled himself really, really well. And what really impresses me about Gomez is his ball playing skills. There were so many times he actually passed into the midfield and tried to start something off. Obviously, yeah, so that is what I wanted to say.
Oh, brilliant, mate, brilliant. The attack, obviously, I would say the attack was the frustrating part for us today. The chances come, the chances went. Apart from Daniel Sturridge's, that just flew in the back of the net right at the end and just happened to get the point. Firstly, mate, Daniel Sturridge, the goal, just paint a scene for us, paint the picture. What was you doing? You're sitting watching the game. Daniel Sturridge receives the ball. Was you the same as myself? Did you think, don't take the shot on? Because you know he will in that area. What exactly went through your head?
I was actually saying shoot, because Daniel Sturridge from range is really good. He's actually got such an amazing left foot. That kind of reminded me of the goal he scored against West Brom all those years ago. Although that was a lob, he lobbed it from the similar position into the net. But it was just amazing how we just put it into the corner. And for a left footer, and where he was, that is a very hard technique to get all the way across. And it was just amazing goal, really. I was just buzzing, really. It's like we scored a last minute winner, but it was the equaliser. But really happy for him. Yeah.
I know, honestly, I celebrated so hard, mate.
Yeah, sorry. It was just so amazing to watch it back. And also what I really liked was all of his teammates at the end of the game. You know, they were delighted and buzzing for him. You know, that's what I love to see.
Yeah, definitely. They're all going to be well happy. What is this idiot doing on BT Sports Premier League tonight? Oh God. Mona says, Dazza, your reaction and blow me a kiss. Yeah, I went mental. My headphones come out my ear. I couldn't believe it. It was ridiculously good though. Look, the others today, the chances, it's just not right. We've heard other people say about anything. Do you think that he's just round the corner, or do you think that we do need a playmaker? We need Shaqiri to come into the team. Klopp needs to change something. What's your views? You know, we've heard people say that it's not good at the moment. What's your overall view?
To be honest, I feel like the midfield did okay today. I think it was a very hard-working, energetic midfield, closing down relatively well. The first 20 minutes we were on top, and that was due to our pressing from our midfield. The only negative I would have today, I think the reason why we didn't do as well was our front three. I don't think midfield is necessarily much of a problem, but I do agree we still do need like a creative midfielder. And I think when we're playing Milner and Henderson, we kind of expect Gini Wijnaldum to do more creative, because he did get into positions, but they were just backward passes, not really much forward passes. So maybe if Aketa was playing in today instead of Wijnaldum, I think we could have seen a bit more forward passes. But I think right now the concern is the front three. I think right now they're playing quite poorly, and I think people start blaming the midfield. But our midfield isn't that bad. I just feel like our front three is not really clicking at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Maverick says Klopp needs to be aware when Firmino is just slightly off and rotate with Shaq sometimes. So is it just a fact that, you know, Klopp and the coaches, they need to be a little bit more aware of when the players need to be rotated?
Yeah, I agree. I think maybe Firmino's just low on confidence, or he's a bit scared because of his eye injury. He's probably a bit not 100% going into every challenge. It just reminds me a bit of Mane, when Mane got the red card against Man City last season when we lost 5-0. And what happened after, we saw the next few months, he wasn't really at it. He was just he was just very off form. And then after January, he started flying again. So maybe right now it's just a issue with Firmino where he's not really confident enough. He scored against PSG, coming back from that injury. So I just feel like maybe it's just a confidence thing at the moment for all of our front three, really. But I think sometimes the decision making could be a bit better.
Yeah. Thank you, mate. Thank you. So all in all, a point at Stamford Bridge, a good result today. Big game against City next in the league. Would you take a point against City? I've asked it to a few of the others. What's your view?
I think if we take a point, if we do draw next week, I think we'll still be level on points with them. And then it will just to be about who blinks first, really, then who drops points after that. But I think to put a real statement out, we have to win against Man City because it's at Anfield, and it's another test for us. And what I will say is, it's been amazing to go to Spurs and now to go to Chelsea and get 4 points and stay unbeaten. It's amazing. And now we go to Anfield, which is a fortress for us. We haven't lost there since God knows when in the league. I can't even remember the last time we lost at Anfield in the league, but it's been a very long time. And we haven't conceded since February at Anfield. So I think we should be very confident going into City. And if we could beat them, then trust me, the title charge is well and underway. It already is underway, but let's hope we can smash City. We do a job in Naples as well before that. And yeah, I'm confident, I'm buzzing, and we're still unbeaten. And yeah, let's continue.
That would be amazing, mate. I love that. I love how hyped you got at the end as well. That was so good. Royston says, cheers, Saz. Got to go. Thanks very much. Top show. No, thank you, Royston. You take care, my friend. I hope you have a fantastic day. TS obviously doesn't agree with what you were saying in the call in there, but TS, what I always say is everyone's got their own opinions. If you don't agree, then that's your views, your opinions. It's like people saying they don't agree with your opinion. Please respect people's opinions. Blue Tick says Liverpool 3-1 against Man City. Yeah, 100%. Liverpool could do Man City 3-1. Blue Tick. I love that score prediction. Teflon Maverick. Yes, Genie is so reliable. Good touch, looking strong, but in time, Naby will grow and hopefully be that too. Plus extra magic. Yeah, I can see that. Is there anything else that you wanted to add on tonight's match, mate? Is there anything else that you wanted to say?
Not really. I'm just very delighted for Sturridge. I think now he's got 4 goals this season. I think he might be top scorer joint with Mane, which is amazing because he hasn't even played much. But I think maybe, I just want us to continue this run now. We go to Naples, we do the job there, and then we're back against City next Sunday, and that is it. Just stay positive, lads, and yeah, up the Reds.
Yes, up the Reds, mate, up the Reds. I love it. Look, Fizzy, thank you for calling in as always. Enjoy the rest of your evening, mate, and you take care. Yeah, take it easy, mate. Thank you.
Bye.
I love it. I love it. And I've just seen in the live chat as well. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the Sturridge. Stephen Owens. That gets a high five. That don't even get a fist bump. That gets a high five. I absolutely love that. Yup, I'm going to City game. Actually, so excited. Only my second game at Anfield. Mate, that's amazing. I love that. I love that. You're going to have so much fun. I think that's brilliant that you get to do that. The calls are going nuts in my ear. Hang on, guys. I'm just trying to do the live chat. Sturridge should have come on sooner. Might have won it in that case, says Tybuck. 100%, mate. Call in. Take it. I'll get this. Hello, my friend. Angry? Angry. Here we go. Hello, Angry.
Me now? Is this the mic working?
Yeah, I can hear you again now. Hopefully it works this time.
Yeah, I just tried to be sure.
There you go, mate. Go on your views. And he's gone. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with him. It might be an internet connection.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, mate. Yes.
Oh, I think it's my headphones. Sorry, brother.
That's all right, mate. It's gone. It's gone. Angry, you keep cutting in and out. Yeah.
Yeah, Van Dijk for man of the match, 100%.
Yeah. So Van Dijk is your man of the match.
Yeah.
So defensively, do you think we did really well then tonight?
Yeah, 100%. Like the way Gomez and Van Dijk dealt with Willian when he went through on goal. The partnership between them just looked unstoppable. And even the tackle that kept him, that went out for a corner that Van Dijk made. Wow, what a tackle!
Yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. Trent, what was your opinion on Trent tonight? Because some people were saying he wasn't great, others were saying he was good. How do you think he played?
I'd say I game this season, but not because it was an.
Angry, you're gone again, mate.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, mate.
I'd say it was his worst game, but that's saying not much because he's had a really good start to the season.
Yeah.
So I'd say that was probably the only reason that he's had his worst game, but that's not because he had a bad game in general. It was a good game in general, just not up to the standard we're expecting to see him from recently.
Yeah. Are you happy with that point in today's game, mate?
Oh, 100%. I said from the start, a point from Chelsea right now is great. I mean, it puts more pressure on the Man City game because that means now we've mostly got to win it. But other than that, I think we've got a good chance with Man City. We've got a good record against Man City. You know, they're an equally as aggressive team as us, and they haven't really got as strong a defence as us. So I think we're really going to have them this season.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Do you think with Daniel Sturridge in the form that he's in, does he get a start against City?
Yeah, he 100% deserves. You know my thoughts on Daniel Sturridge, Mr. Clinical himself in front of goal. Like, what a goal. My brew went everywhere, bro. Scalded myself with a hot cup of tea. I didn't even care. Bro, it was just, I couldn't believe it. Like,
it was so good. Such a good goal.
Where you were like, don't hit it from there, Sturridge. I was the opposite. I was like, hit it from there, bro. Hit it from there. You know, when everyone shouts, shoot, that was me. Shoot.
I don't know why. I just literally, because I just thought to myself, I thought it was just one of them games that I felt like no matter what we did, it wasn't going to end up in the back of the net. So I felt like if he hit from there, it wasn't going to go in. And it went in, and I was like, my word, what a strike, what a goal. And it was just what we needed. It was exactly what we needed, a Daniel Sturridge special. So, yeah, so many people are calling for Daniel Sturridge to start now. He's the man on form.
Yeah, I'd say what we're best doing is probably giving Mo Salah a break for the next game. I think the next game is Champions League against Napoli. Is it?
Yes, mate. Yes.
So I think Daniel Sturridge, after his Champions League performance last time and today's performance and his goal, like he 100% deserves to start in the Champions League. And I think maybe because it's Napoli, we could maybe rest Mo Salah. I think he deserves a rest. I mean, it'd be good to see him get a rest. Yeah. You know, I'd like to see maybe Firmino play out on the right as well.
We'll see how he does on the wing.
Yeah,
well, he
not even on the wing.
Over the right, doesn't he?
That's what I'm trying to say. He's constantly, like, if you have Daniel Sturridge up front, you can just constantly Mane and Salah Mane and Firmino can just mix and match with each other then. You know what I mean? And he can just create problems to let the avenues for Daniel Sturridge to get into. But I've still got to say, Henderson had his worst game by far. Was not impressed with Henderson. Too much sideways passing.
Yeah, I must admit there was a couple of times where Henderson was literally standing right next to James Milner, and I mean literally right next to him, and he passed it to him. And I didn't say it on a watch along, but I just thought to myself, come on man, we need to go forwards, push forwards. But I was just getting frustrated at that point, and it didn't matter who it was. It could have been Henderson, it could have been Milner, it could have been anyone, and it was just like I was just looking at them and going, you need to move, you need to do better, you need to pass forwards, you need to do this. And it just didn't seem like any of them was really kick-starting it up at that point, and I was getting so annoyed. But I kept faith, and we managed to get that goal at the end. But if Sturridge didn't get that goal, mate, I think it would have been such a different reaction video.
Well, I think it's like you said. If he would have brought the subs on a bit earlier, I think we could have possibly won that game. But then you got to take it in a different aspect. If they come on earlier, he probably wouldn't have scored that belt a goal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just it's trying to weigh it up. Like I've always said to you on multiple occasions that he gets me with his subs, but recently he's been getting them on point. The subs are getting the goals to keep us going, so I can't really disagree with what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Daniel Sturridge has proven he's still a worthy striker in the league.
Oh mate, big time. Big time. He just keeps getting goals. He just keeps getting the goals for us. So hopefully it continues. I hope it continues. Alisson's performance, mate. It's been a bit of a talking point on this call-in.
Outstanding.
The goal. Your views on it.
Well, if you watch the replay, when I was watching it, when they were replaying it, it's as he's setting himself, like, you know, the way keepers jump on the spot to set themselves for the pounce. As he's in the middle of the jump and as he's coming back down, Hazard's taking the shot. So that little split second where his feet aren't on the floor, he can't shift his body. You know what I mean? So if it was, it's football for you, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like them little nuances are never going. Like it's just the luck of the chance that you catch the goalie half an inch off the floor as you shoot.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. Is there anything else you want to say on the game, mate? Because I think I'm going to call that it now for tonight. I've just noticed I've been going for over an hour, so...
well, do you know what? You can't do that. I've just seen someone here saying, Jay Cool said, can I call? I'm a Chelsea fan. I'd like to wear that.
I've got to get off. I've noticed the time. I've got stuff I've got to do tonight. So.
Sorry, Jay, brother. I tried to help you, dude.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. You know, I'd try to do these match reaction videos to get as many call-ins as possible, and maybe in the future, Jay. Maybe in the future that'd be good to get the other team.
If I could just say before I go, all the love I get on the Facebook page, it's great. All the likes and comments that I've been getting off the post I've been put on is just absolutely amazing. So thank you.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I really enjoy seeing your updates on there. And if you want to speak to that angry Scouser, then definitely you can find him on our Facebook group, On The Bench LFC, Liverpool FC fans group. He's on there updating that regularly. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed.
Yeah, obviously I have. I enjoyed that goal especially. And I enjoyed your reaction as well. It was quality.
Thanks, mate. Honestly, I thought I completely ruined my computer at one point because I ripped my headset out and it felt like I don't care. I couldn't hear Connor. I was like, I was talking and all of a sudden I was like, I can't hear Connor. I was like, I think I broke it all. It didn't matter at that point in time. I was like, we've just equalised with Chelsea. Nothing else matters. I celebrated it like it was a Champions League final. It didn't matter.
It was a great game. It was an end-to-end game. It was
two good teams, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah,
it
great point for us. Great points.
Yeah. Right, mate. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for calling in, mate.
See you later, chat.
Take care, mate. Take care. Thanks for calling. Thanks, mate. Right, that was it, guys. That was the last of the call-ins. Please, I hope you've enjoyed today's match reaction stream. I hope you've enjoyed the call-ins as always. Please leave a thumbs up as well if you have found it entertaining. Yeah, I always appreciate it if you guys do that. Yeah, all in all, I'm happy with that point. It was away at Stamford Bridge. Before the game, of course, Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan. I was going, I want the 3 points. We can do them, you know. And then as that game was going on, I was getting frustrated. It didn't feel like anything was working when it got up to the top. We all know. We're all Liverpool supporters. We was all watching it. We know what was going on. And then on comes Dan, the man, Sturridge, Mr. Wiggly Arms himself. We needed someone to be clinical, and my God, was he clinical when it counted. And what a goal. You lot that was in the live stream, you saw my reaction. You saw my reaction to it. I did celebrate it like it was a Champions League final goal. You know, drawing with Chelsea at their ground. They're racing with us for the Premier League title this year. I really do think so. I think Chelsea, City and Liverpool are the 3 teams. Chelsea are very compact. They're very good on the attack as well. Got a lot of respect for them this season. I think so. Anyway, but we did manage to take a point for them today, and we go again. We've got Napoli in a week, and then we've got City in the Premier League next week. So big games, guys. Big games. I hope you enjoyed the watch along. Definitely stick around on the channel for the next match build-up show, and then if you enjoy the watch-alongs, we will be doing a watch-along for Napoli, watch-along for the next game. We do watch-alongs for all of them as well. All right, so consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. All right, enjoy the rest of your evenings as well. You're never walk alone. To all the Liverpool supporters and to any of you guys that are Chelsea supporters or whatever, then definitely thank you for joining us tonight. I've been on the bench LFC. You've all been legends. Take care all. You never walk